Welcome everyone to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and today is the anniversary of the Everything Show. Let's get right down to it. I went to see two movies this week. Went to see Superman, and I went to see Fantastic Four. Right. Let's start off with Fantastic Four because my review got interrupted when I was trying to film it. So basically, I thought the movie was 10 out of 10, better than Superman, right? So I both gave the movies the same review, like the same rating, but Fantastic Four was way better. Um, I love that it captured the essence of what they are as a family, as a unit, working together. Brother, the sister, the husband, the wife, the brother-in-law, best friend, everybody, their uncles to the child. They got that down pat. Pedro Pascal, I was wrong about him. He was excellent as Reed Richards, flat out. Um, Sue Storm, she was great. Victoria Kirby, I think her name was. She was excellent. The guy that was the Thing, the guy that was Human Torch. And I can understand why they made the Silver Surfer female to fit the story with Johnny as, him maybe having a love interest or not, or an interest in her or whatever. Galactus was great. It was basically the perfect start to this Doctor Doom Doomsday thing. All right. So I absolutely loved it. I loved the after credits of Doctor Doom appearing. I loved everything about it. Didn't have any critique, negativity whatsoever. 10 out of 10. Superman, I gave it a 10, but I did have two critiques. One being that there's no way that Jor-El is evil. That's ridiculous. And that's nonsense. And that's taken from, like, I guess, Invincible, whatever, with then him wanted to conquer and have many wives. And what that's ridiculous. I don't believe that. It's never been established that way. This isn't Invincible, whatever. Also, the fact that they cloned Superman, and it's like sort of like the Boys comic. I didn't like that either. Right down to the outfit that he was wearing, Black Noir, whatever. Didn't agree with that. When they cloned Superman in the other movie, Superman for the Quest for Peace didn't even look like Superman, and that's the way it should have been. I guess they tried to get, I don't know. Look, James Gunn is excellent for DC. Excellent. He's a comic book fan too. But I'm pretty sure that he read the Boys comic and Invincible that was taken from that. Maybe he didn't need to take it directly, but he did. And there was no need for that. The movie was perfect on its own. Didn't need to have that nonsense in there. Didn't need to have the nonsense that his, family was evil. But I guess it did fit the story that people turned on Superman because of his parents' message, which is a little ridiculous. Just like Fantastic Four is a little ridiculous. Everybody is expecting that's what to do with their child. But that's the way people are. I did love the thing about Superman with the trolling and them all being chimpanzees and apes, like basically trolls creating super shit and stuff on the internet on Twitter. Basically, that's what trolls are: is little fucking monkeys, little fucking loud animals. And I have my own, obviously, that come after me. So uh, I can relate to Superman in that regard. So I think that Superman was a great starting off point for a whole franchise with the new DCEU, whatever, and Fantastic Four was a great start. The only thing with Marvel is they got to make sure they maintain the highest level of integrity with their movies and not go backwards. They can't start going off on tangents, making a movie about everything. It's got to be what people want, not what you think people want. And just Eternals, no. All that stuff, no. But Fantastic Four, yes. Another Thor movie, yes. Spider-Man, yes. But a She-Hulk, no. Moon Knight, I liked. He could appear. He could have his own movie. Or Spider-Man 2099, excellent. Or Spider-Man movies with Tobey, Spider-Man movies with Andrew Garfield, yeah. But taking movies like, say, Black Widow, where she died already, and there's no sense of urgency or loss because she can't die. She died already. That's pointless. No pointless movies. No movies that we don't. Thunderbolts. That shouldn't have been. Um, should have been true to the comic. I felt, but I'll get more into that as I do videos on Thunderbolts and Captain America: Brave New World or whatever. But yeah, Fantastic Four. I absolutely loved it. Back in the movies, I made it back there. Made it back to what I love doing is going to the movies. Um, I would have saw a third movie. I would have saw Jurassic World Rebirth had I seen the last one, but I didn't, and I don't have every streaming service. So until I see the last movie, which I blame it on the pandemic and all this other nonsense going on with it, when I see the last movie, then I'll see Rebirth. And if I miss it in the theaters, I miss it in the theaters. But overall, it was great to see Fantastic Four. It was not great. I was actually having pizza. It got very windy. And I'm like, I don't, also there was a lot of people because I couldn't film. So my pizza lesson sort of got prevented. And then when I tried again, I felt the wind and everything, like the storm was coming. I basically didn't do the pizza lesson, and I wound up walking and seeing the black sky across the street where it was purely sunny on my side, but I had to get home where the black sky was, and everything started falling apart. It went from nicest weather to the most inhumane weather ever. Horrible. Just the rain was so heavy, it was like hurting my head. It was so hot. It was so windy. Trees fell. The branches broke. I got completely drenched before I got in, and I was like, "Oh my god, I gotta get home! Gotta get home!" I put the hoodie on, my hood over my head because it was hurting my head, the rain, and it was then blackout for many, many hours. I decided to go out afterwards to survey what kind of damage was in the area. We did not get power back until after 1 a.m. Not exactly sure if they had Sharon when, but she made sure she left one light on so when the power went on, we would know the lights went back on. And it came on, and I was very, gotta tell you, of course, no gaming because there's no power, but I was very ill because I could not take the heat, and I was trying to sleep it off, and I was not feeling well at all. When I woke up, and we put the air on, and then I tried to stabilize and be better, and I tried to do my gaming, but I as in the video, I was working really hard and disheveled, and I do apologize for that. I was trying to get my quota for my gaming that should have happened 12 hours earlier, and I did, but I did not look good, guys. Did not look good at all, and I still don't feel that well right now. I'm just not 100%. I'm not even 50%, but I'm some type of percentage point. So I'm trying to. I probably was just dehydrated. I probably was overheated yesterday. But again, I like to go out. I like to walk, and I've been going to the movies twice this week. Maybe I overdid it. I don't know, but the storm didn't help much, and the blackout didn't help much. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to mostly rest. Was going to try to do a kiss with Scott. I don't know if he could come in. I guess not. But this is the anniversary of when the Everything Show was created. It was always created the day after my son Joe's birthday on the 26th of July. So happy anniversary to the Everything Show. This is episode 2290. Before I get out of here, I did want to talk briefly about Jason Voorhees and Friday the 13th, which I'm a huge fan of. I really don't understand what's going on with the whole. I guess they claim it's a short film. A 10-minute movie is not a movie or a short film. It's a YouTube video. So it's like a big budget YouTube video, in my opinion. They claim that it's licensed, that it's Jason, that this is the next appearance of Jason Voorhees. I don't understand why it can't be called Friday the 13th, although I do, because they don't want to pay New Line Cinema. So what? They can't call Friday the 13th. They can't say Crystal Lake. They can't say Jason Voorhees. They can't say Jason. What? You can't have the music. You can't have the sound effects. Nothing. So it's just, what's the title? Sweet Revenge? Yeah, no one's gonna know what that is. Let's be honest. That no one's gonna. That's gonna be missable. No one's gonna know you did it for the anniversary, and then people are gonna confuse it with the fan film because you're not making your intentions clear. And the fact that you got Greg Nicotero, who's Walking Dead fame, to do a hockey mask leads me to believe not that, wow, it's great that he did a hockey mask, but that they can't use the damn hockey masks. That they have to have something that's going to change his image away from the character so they don't get sued for whatever reason. That's my opinion. I don't like what happened with the lawsuit. I don't like it that I buy a video game and I'm limited to when I can play the video game or how long, or that the video game's going to end. If I buy a video game, they should have made it where it could last forever. And if the servers, you didn't need servers, then make it where you don't need servers. But I'm pissed off that I bought a game and you can no longer play it. Let alone mad that my percentage, not that I cared of having a 100% completion rate, but you can never get that platinum. That's ridiculous. I don't like this trend with video games lately where something goes wrong with the company and then you can't play the game. That is absolutely unacceptable as a gamer, to have a game that cannot be played anymore. No matter what, when you're making a video game, you make two versions of it. You make a version of it that doesn't have to have servers, that doesn't have to have online stuff. That's not fair. Completely not fair. And not fair that, with all my gaming, I didn't have time to go into Friday the 13th. That moment should be when I choose. And I'm mad that Friday the 13th game is done and they're not bringing it back. And I'm not really thrilled about a new Friday the 13th game because I don't want that to happen again. I mean, yes, I'll get it, but I'm not happy about it. So while you may think, oh, it's great Jason's getting a new hockey mask, I don't see it that way because I'm a long-time Friday the 13th fan. And again, I haven't talked about it that much on YouTube. I did talk about it on the Horrorcast when we did the Horrorcast, and I did talk about it in some Friday the 13th videos. But I don't talk about Friday the 13th a lot at all. But, it's one of those franchises that I don't want them to screw up like they have in the past. And this whole lawsuit, I felt, hurt the brand. I don't know if I'm going to be too thrilled with Crystal Lake. Going to watch that. But I don't see this whole notion of him looking completely different. He looks a lot smaller, looks a lot more scrawnier. He's not big. He's not muscle bound. Doesn't look like superhuman. Doesn't look super strong. I don't like that. I don't look. It looks like a scrub. Looks thin. He looks. And then the hockey mask, you're changing it up. I don't know if I like that either. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I'll have to wait and see when I see it. So somebody made a comment that it's a beer commercial for Friday the 13th. That's so small, so short. Look, man, you don't need to make an announcement that you need to test stuff with Jason Voorhees. If you know how to use the character of Jason Voorhees and how to make movies, you wouldn't make a stupid goddamn fucking statement like that. The movie has made so many fucking millions of dollars and it's such a big franchise, you don't need to test anything. You don't need to see. Of course, it will make money in the box office if you do it right. Of course, you can make Jason movies. Don't talk down to people. Don't talk down to people like the Kim Council when it comes to the Friday the 13th franchise with Jason Voorhees. Don't talk down to us. The movie will do well. It doesn't have to have a ridiculous budget, but do it right. Honor the character Jason right. Honor what he does right. That's it. It doesn't have to be rocket science, honestly. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. Friday the 13th never had a budget. I don't expect Friday the 13th to go on Disney Plus and getting a mega budget. Friday the 13th never meant to have a mega budget, and when they started doing weird shit, where I was like, out with the fucking hopping in bodies, special effects. They spent a lot of money on that one, and there was no need for that. That's not Jason. So I want to see Jason Voorhees, hockey mask. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see him thin. I don't want to see him weak. I don't want to see him old. I want to see him young, looking like, big, muscular, young, strong, powerful. He's not a zombie, obviously. I mean, Billy, don't argue with that. And I don't care what other Friday the 13th movies they made to try to make it that he's a zombie. He's not a zombie. So, and that's the point, is that another example is that he made decisions. Like, he didn't kill the kids in Friday the 13th, Jason Lives, Part 6. He didn't kill a dog later on. They tried to make like he killed a dog earlier in the movies, but we never seen him do that. And then later on, you never seen him kill animals. So he just killed what he sought off revenge for. It's the people that killed his mother, the people that not watching people, that became counselors, having sex. That's it. So you have to stop trying to change Jason Voorhees, right? One thing you never do is you never say how he's super strong, how he keeps coming back to life, how he heals. You never say that, okay? The day you say that, it's just like Doctor Who saying the Doctor's real name. It's over. You do not say it. You do not explain it. I don't want to see his father. I don't want to know it. Sorry. Mother was enough. I don't want to see the father. I don't want to see why he was an absentee parent. I don't want to see that he's a congressman. I don't want to see that he paid for the gravestone, a very expensive grave for Jason Voorhees. Obviously, his father from his family paid for it. I don't want to see it. Okay? So that's the point, is that I'm going to say this because I have there's some haters out there and trolls out there, always trying to ruin my streams and my podcast. I've been quiet about it, as you know, but to a point, because I'm not going to tolerate this nonsense. Okay. So, whoever you are, I'm going to find you. And there's going to be something coming very soon in the pipeline. I'm working on it right now to do with this problem I have on my channel. But anyway, let's get off topic with that. And I don't care if I'm missing teeth. It happens. It's called life. It's called not having proper dental coverage. There you go. It's like $40,000, $50,000 for implants. Grow up, okay? Stop trying to be, like make fun of me for my looks. I'm not looking for a beauty contest, okay? I'm looking to talk about Friday the 13th, all right? Okay? All right. So anyway, I want to see Jason in the snow. I've been saying that. I want to see Crystal Lake filled with snow, snowmobiles. I want to see Jason take on people in the different weather thing. Do something different for Friday the 13th. Snow, wintertime. That will be lovely. Why did we never kill anybody during winter? Was it only like the snow? Let's go. I want to see that. I want to see Jason take people out in the snow, on snowmobiles, whatever, on skis. I don't care. Maybe Jason knows how to ski. Maybe they taught him how to ski when he was little. Who knows? I want to see that. I want to see more Friday the 13th. You don't need to have a big budget. You could pop out a Friday the 13th movie every single year, and it will make a nice profit. Just do it every year. My dad used to take me to see Friday the 13th every single time in the theater. Okay? Listen, it's all about taste. One day you want to see a Marvel movie. One day you want to see a horror movie. That's it. I want to see Friday the 13th movies. Yeah, I want to relax. Escape reality for once. I just want to see Jason not discriminate and just kill everybody. That's basically it. That's what I want to say. I want to see Jason just kills everybody equally. That's it. And you try to stop him and you can't stop him. That's it. And the people think they can stop him and then they fool them and you can't stop him. So I want to see that. I want to see high blood count. I want to see a machete. I want to see the hockey mask. Let's go. You want to add people, like you try to put some weird shit, psychic powers? All right, fucking bring them on. But you want to add zombies to the mix? Bring that shit on too. I don't care who did. Jason will take people out. You want to have Freddy come back for another one? Let's go. I don't care. But all due respect, do not insult the character. I understand that they tried to go into a different direction with Jason X, and people did like it as a separate thing, but fix it. Do a Jason X sequel purposely, where Uber Jason goes back to the past, changes the timeline, fights himself, and Jason kicks Jason X's ass completely, kills him, obliterates him, nothing left, and Jason continues on in our timeline, and that timeline's erased. And there you go. And I'm happy. I am all for a Jason X sequel for that purpose. I want the timeline intact. Okay? So I'm all about timeline and all the movies. I do want to have another Jason movie in Manhattan. Actually in Manhattan. I would want a big budget because you have to pay New York money to be in New York. Fine. Then let Jason be in New York. But I don't want to be restricted with he can't kill this one, he can't kill that one. He kills everybody. Okay? Well, you don't see him kill kids or dogs, but mostly everybody. So I don't want to hear this bullshit. He can't go in and die there and kill people. I don't want to hear this bullshit. He can't kill a hot dog vendor. I don't want to hear this bullshit that they tried to ruin the movie that ate by doing that, and then everybody's stepping in with lawsuits. Oh, we're the hot dog vendors of America. You can't do that. Shut the fuck up. Okay, it's a goddamn fictional movie. Let him kill everybody. Okay, just stop it. So I want to see Jason Voorhees, and I don't want you to call him Bob. I want you to call him that hockey guy. I don't want to hear bullshit that we lost the lawsuit and we can't call him Jason or Jason Voorhees or talk about shit. You can't. I don't care. You got to pay for it. You got to pay New Line Cinema to have the name Friday the 13th. Then you know what? You fucking pay them and stop. Okay? And then, if you're going to buy it from them, you buy it from them. The name Friday the 13th. Eventually, if you become so much money you make, you buy the fucking name from them. Okay? But stop, honestly. You don't try to make it. People have tried to do that shit. Like when Marvel Comics tried to stop paying Rob Liefeld and make Deadpool and Cable have completely different names. I think they called Cable Soldier X or some shit. The comics went in the toilet and they had to go back to paying Rob Liefeld and having Deadpool and Cable again. It was ridiculous. Okay? Don't be cheap. All right? If you got to pay to use the name Friday the 13th, that's what it is. All right? Don't try to make Jason's universe a whole different fucking thing to try to get out of, paying people and shit. Stop being slimy. Just make the goddamn Friday the 13th movie. I don't give a fuck. Just make one. And don't fucking you don't have to. Look, it's been so fucking long. I wasn't really thrilled with the remake because I don't like how they tried to cram shit together. The only thing I liked was him running, which I thought was pretty cool. But other than that, no fucking Locket. No, oh my God. Like, don't do the stupid shit. And don't do a thing where Jason's going to go in a wood chipper and become guts and then get bodies and hop in bodies. Don't do that shit either. Okay? Again, I had said, I did a video and had like 8,000 views, and then something happened and my video got deleted. I don't know why, but I said, I want to see Jason in the snow in Crystal Lake. I want to see a Crystal Lake that's been training against Jason for his return, where they're all fucking trained. Just like they would train the kids in The Walking Dead to deal with walkers, I want them trained for Jason. That fucking everybody knows Kung Fu. Everybody knows goddamn martial arts. Everybody has weapons in the house. It's like the goddamn Purge. But they're prepared for Jason. Absolutely want that. I want that. 100%. So I want Jason in the snow. I want Jason in a different weather environment. Again, you could do winter. You could also do a hurricane, whatever. And that worked well in Walking Dead when they did it. So I definitely want. And again, I'm sorry, but the people that do Friday the 13th have a responsibility to pay restitutions to the people that made the Friday the 13th video game and restore the video game. Okay? It was the most popular game they ever created for Friday the 13th. While it wasn't the best, it was still there. And I don't like it that they did that. I don't like it that they restricted them. I don't like it that it went bust. I am never for buying a product that is limited. So as a gamer, I don't want to hear, oh, you have 3 years to beat this game or whatever. No. I don't want to hear oh, you don't have servers anymore. Now you can't get the platinum. No, I'm always against games like that. I'm a gamer, a big time gamer. And I got to tell you, I'm very disappointed that they did not restore. People don't want to believe that your new video game, the same thing's going to happen. You need, before you put your new video game out, you need to restore the old video game. So that way you could rest people's fears to your product. Okay? You have to make people believe and make a reality that the Friday 13th video game is restored and the servers are back and they're adding stuff to it, and you can continue with the new game, but no one's going to believe you if you're going to make a new game and not that many people are going to be on board because of what happened the last time. So restore the previous game. I don't care what you're going to do. I don't care you want to call it a remaster. I don't care, whatever. Whatever. You should really pay up. Everybody should work together. Is that's what you're doing now? Everybody's working together, so then work together with the video game company and pay them money that they lost. Yeah, because they're trying to make a profit too. All right. So besides that, Fantastic Four was a hit. Excellent. Superman was a hit. And again, I did not see I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel, whatever it's called. But I will. Okay. As I said on my tweets, I'm magnified. There's a reason behind that. So I'm gonna be, and again, I'm gonna tell you right now, nobody could come on here and say that it's cheap to go to the movies, because it's not cheap. Okay. Went to see 2 movies this week. It cost a pretty penny. All right. In fact, it costs a lot more. I did like the Alamo movie theater a lot, but it costs a lot more because you're being served at your seat with dinner and food. So I'm just saying it was not cheap, but that's fine, and I'm fine with, you know what, summer doesn't come around all the time. So of course there's a season, so this is the season for movies now, and this is what I do on my channel as I talk about movies on the Everything Show. So that's the point, is that it's time to see all these movies. You know, I don't know what's up with Facebook. I don't know why no one's getting my messages. As far as the new phone goes, I am probably going to get a new phone. I'm trying to push it off because, again, I don't want to take money out of my budget for other things like gaming for a new phone, brand new phone. I'm talking like the newest of the new 16 Pro iPhone, but I may have to do that. I would have thought it as a selfish purpose. Everybody's like, no, it's not selfish. It's your phone. You need a phone. I could even leave here now and go get one. I might. I don't know. Not feeling too swift, but I might. So there's more to come on this channel. I will be talking about Friday 13th more. I hardly talked about it in the past, but that doesn't mean it wasn't my favorite. It's my favorite horror icon. And I want to remember to show you guys this. Joe got this to me. This is the Freddy vs. Jason thing. I don't know. So let me put the light on him then. Maybe. Okay. Look how cool that is. Did I show it? Can you guys see it? You probably can't see it. Oh, the lighting here sucks. That's another thing on the budget. All right, I'll show it in the video, I guess. It's just, I got that. I don't know if I ever showed you guys the snow globe. It's not near me now, but I have a snow globe of Jason with the machete. And I think it's like red instead of snow. It's like red, like blood. And then my bobblehead Jason. Unfortunately, there was an accident in the closet, and the bobblehead broke its neck, and its head fell off. So I got to try to repair that. I have my Jason mugs inside and glasses. Maybe I'll do a video about all my Jason stuff. Jason Voorhees stuff. So there's going to be more everything shows. There's also going to be two brand new podcasts. One to do with gaming, and one you're going to have to find out. And the trolls are going to absolutely hate it, but that's fine. All right, guys. So besides me loving movies, and this is the 2,290th everything show. I am also a top PlayStation gamer. Look me up on PlayStation profiles. Matrix Lord 212. I'm number 5 in America, and I think I'm like 49 in the world. I'm up to 9,575 platinums. So I've been doing that much gaming today, just in the wee hours in the morning. I'm probably going to do it later because I got to get 25 more platinums to get platinum 9,600. I am trying to get 10,000 platinums before October. It is estimated that that's how long it will take me to get 10,000 platinums. I am trying to get it way before that. We shall see. Of course, it costs money for everything, and my budget has been taxed to the limits, so I have to wait now for my next check to come in with YouTube, and I will be spending some money there on gaming, as well as probably going to the movies a few times again. So if you like what you see here, I'm probably going to bring back the HorrorCast, even though YouTube doesn't allow it. They don't like the name horror in the algorithm for some reason, and I really have been battling with them. I don't want to change the goddamn name to the HorrorCast to something stupid like they did with Friday the 13th, Sweet Revenge. That's dumb. I'm sorry. That's dumb. No one's going to know what the fuck that is. And now that I know it's a 10-minute YouTube video, you were trying to say it's a short film. That's not a short film. Just say it's a big budget YouTube video. Can't go to the movies to see it, can you? So where are you going to see it? On a YouTube channel? That's just a waste of money. Just make a goddamn movie. You did it for the anniversary? Well, it's not a fan film, right? So then, if it's not a fan film, can you call him Jason Voorhees? Could you say Friday the 13th? No? Well, then why are you calling it Sweet Revenge? I don't know. Well, I'm going to have more videos about this in podcast because this boggles my mind why we're going through all this bullshit with Friday the 13th. So this is a whole podcast by itself that's coming soon. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the anniversary of the Everything Show. The Everything Show continues. Today's the anniversary day. Take care. Bye for now.